Willie D Live.
What's up, family? We got a white man who was accused of using the N-word. Yeah, fam. He was in a mall. I don't know where it was, but he was in a mall and God dared him to say the N-word again. And allegedly, he said something, he did something. He made a wrong move. He made a wrong move and got his peanut butter separated from his jelly. Yeah, fam. Check it out.
Now you don't want to say it. Now you don't want to say it. Now you don't want to say it. Say it again.
Yeah, Santa Claus.
Be proud of it. Stop hiding. Stop hiding.
Stop hiding, Pop.
Stop your hiding. Say it again.
It's so while you're doing it. No pregnant, like,
So nigga good. Get back there. Oh, we're under sea loop. I didn't tickle my voice like that, man.
he didn't start.
Oh, I said.
Okay, fam. First of all, gray shirt. Gray shirt got mollywopped and still was defiant. I ain't got no problem with that. Like, anybody that's willing to take a beating like that and still be defiant, like, yeah, turn around, you mother. He's still, in his mind, he like, yeah, you better whoop me, but you ain't kill me, you ain't knock me out. Yeah, still, you didn't stop me. I'm still gonna be me. I'm still me. I don't understand people like that, fam. He got to be a pain freak. You got to be a pain freak to go around using that word. Like, everybody is not going to accept that. I know that dude probably got away with that, using that word I don't know how many times. That's probably why he said it in the first place. Because usually when you get hard checked for something, for doing something bad, you're not so quick to do it again, right? And it was like he had never experienced anything like that before. So he was very brave. And he put his jacket down, turn around and fight. And so, he threw caution to the wind. There's only one problem with throwing caution to the wind. Besides hurting yourself, you put your friends in a very awkward position. The friend was put in an awkward position because now his buddy is under attack and he has to make a decision. Do I help him or do I just go on about my business and keep myself? Do I save myself? And the buddy in the red jacket did not hesitate to defend his buddy. He did not hesitate. He knew he was outnumbered. but he still did not hesitate to defend. Well, first they attacked him, and then he defended himself, but he also helped to defend his buddy. See, but I still got a problem with that, because friends don't let friends do stupid stuff. You have to be very careful about the people that you hang around, the people that you allow into your personal space, because they can get you killed. Now, I know for some of us, we all got that friend that's unhinged, that, always ready to fight. The problem with that friend that's always ready to fight is that that challenge will be met one day. And one day they're going to get the bad end of the stick. And what you want to happen when that day comes is, when you fall, you want to be able to get back up. The problem is, oftentimes, the person who is the agitator, the principal person, oftentimes escape harm, and their friend or family member, their loved one, ends up getting hurt. For example, I had a friend who was a boxer. He was very talented, heavyweight fighter. Bad boy, amateur, bad boy, projected to do very well in the pros. Well, just before he was set to go pro, he went to a club in Houston, and the guys he was with got into a fight. He's the peacemaker. He's trying to break it up. Peacemaker, not scared, but reluctant warrior. He got hands and he can get down. But he was just trying to keep the peace. They leave the club, hop into their car, and they're on their way home. The guys who they got into the fight with get behind them, shoot into the car, fire one shot, just one. That one shot hit him in the back of his head and ended his life. All because he was hanging out with some hotheads who put his life in danger. He became collateral damage. In fact, it didn't matter to them who they shot, because once they got into conflict, in their mind, whoever was in the car with him could get it. That's how a lot of people think when they get into conflict. They don't really care. It's like somebody trying to rob or steal some dope or something. When they come into that house, when them killers come, they're not asking no questions. When you drive in that car and they think that's the car that Buddy drives normally, that's his car, in their mind, that's him driving. And if you are driving, then you shouldn't have been driving. So when they open up, they're going to kill you and whoever else in the car. If you're sitting in the car with them and they come, they're probably going to kill you and the person that they're coming to get, right? And many of us, especially if you're from the streets, you probably have heard about those type of scenarios, right? You got to be very careful about who you keep company with. Now, in regard to the fight itself, I saw those dudes on the ground. It looked like to me they slipped. And the police came later, but it looked like to me that they slipped. And the other guys were there just trying to hip them up. The black guys who was swinging on them. Oh, not swinging, my bad. They were swinging at the air because they was mad that their friends had fell. The white guys had fell on the floor. They were swinging at the air stuff, and they was mad that they had fell or something like that. Anyway, it was just weird. It was a weird situation right there. See, I wouldn't make a good witness. That's why I don't talk. That's why I don't talk. I don't talk to the police, not at all. If you ever put me in that room, you ever put me in an interrogation room, first thing coming out of my mouth, I need to talk to a lawyer. Let me call my lawyer. Lawyer. Never try to do the lawyer's work. Let the lawyer work. Call your lawyer. Don't ever go in that room. When they take you, when you go into that room, you're at a major disadvantage. Never start talking when you go in the room. In fact, don't talk at all. Yeah, don't talk at all. Because you can be innocent of one thing and mess around and get cornered into something else. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, never talk when you go into that room. In fact, stay out of that room if you can. But yeah, fam, and stay away from people who will put you in harm's way, so-called friends who will put you in harm's way. I know a lot of us, our definition of friends is different. But if you really think about what a true friend is, when you have time to think about what a true friend is, you'd say, yeah, this person that told me about how to, taught me how to eat right, told me about how to train, told me about how to stay away from suckers, encouraged me to go back to school, encouraged me to start my business. This is the person that, look out for my kids, always supporting my nieces and my nephews. You know what I'm saying? That's a friend. When your friend hear you on something stupid, it might be, you might want to hear that friend say, well, let's go get him, man. Yeah, well, that might be what you want to hear, but that ain't what you need to hear. You dig what I'm saying? But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.